can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, Annie up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah. So what's up?
Bill, did you start the show?
Oh, was that? Did I start it?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I came in. Let me fix some stuff. Well, we're here early. You went live. Well, let's do our intro and let's.
You know what? I was wondering. It said start live, but I was like, I thought live just me and you before the show. I didn't know I could start it, dude. That's awesome. Dude,
I'm so happy I came in. Wolf should be coming in soon.
Yeah.
I'm Isaac with Fun Football Podcast. Bill started a show.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm here on my computer, and we've got a lot of people in already because let's fix some stuff. Here we go. Okay, much better.
Hey, Queen and Cowboys for life.
You get live, it goes live.
Yep. It goes live, all right. Hey, I thought I was gonna have to be med today because I just saw the intro with this. So I was like, all right.
What's funny is I was gonna play our intro video, but since we're already rolling, we'll do it at the end.
Yeah.
We should have Wolf Sports coming in, possibly Rev Trev. I shot out another invite. Everybody wants to watch the fight. So, Bill, what I want to do, and everybody here, again, I'm Isaac. This is Bill. We're going to talk Packers Bears for the beginning. We're going to hit Ravens Steelers. We're going to hit Bills Chiefs and the rest of the Week 11 games. I'm happy to see everybody. We may not have a show next week. I'm going to be in Arizona, on Tuesday. Well, but maybe not next Friday.
Right.
But we got some goodies for you guys. We're going to preview all these NFL games. I got some fantasy football to chat, and then I want to predict this Tyson Paul fight, and then I'm going to go watch it. So,
all right. Hey, Jason.
Oh yeah, comments. I'm on a computer. This is so different.
I know, right?
All right. So Cowboys for life. What's up? We got Janae. We got Jason. Do you have the fight on? Yeah, I'm watching in the background. Now that I'm off the spaces, I was in a really cool spaces. So Bill, I gotta tell you this really quick. I was just on the spaces with this guy. His name is Ben Jacobs. And dude, this was really cool. He interviewed Mike Tyson. He's done a variety of sports. He had a really big guy on, and he talked. Got to ask him about his interview with Mike Tyson, and he said they ended up going to a zoo at the end of it. He interviewed Tyson like 7 years ago.
Wow!
And it was. He said he was like the most soft-spoken guy.
Yeah.
He asked him some questions, about his past that brought some stuff up, and I want Tyson to win, man. That's what I want. I want Tyson to win. But he also interviewed Kobe. And instead of the standard interview, it ended up being like kind of a little like mini basketball camp where Kobe was teaching him and like the youth how to do. And it was in, I think he said Abu Dhabi, I think is where he said it was. Where the Harlem Globetrotters are supposed to play.
Yeah.
So I just asked this guy this stuff, and it was really cool. I messaged him. If I could get him on here, that would be crazy awesome. He had some really cool stories, and it was cool to hear how they go. It was just like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
How they go. It wasn't just the standard interview. It went beyond that.
Okay.
That was really cool to hear. So yeah,
that's pretty neat, man. That's neat.
So, and we also know that now you know how to. So if you hit live, it starts. I'm so thankful I came in early.
Dude, I was like live. I'm thinking, I would just be sitting there live myself until you chimed in. But I got it now. So
I was like, wait, the show's starting. What's going on? All right, let me get my notebook out. I've done some research. I made a new logo for us.
Yes, nice.
Twitter soon. Did you like it?
Yes, I love it. I love it, dude.
I'll try to put it up. I think Tyson is going to TKO Paul. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Everyone's excited. It's on. What do you think? Let's talk boxing for a minute.
You know what?
58-year-old Mike Tyson versus 28-year-old Jake Paul. The odds on Jake Paul. Let me do my stats stuff.
I still remember, biting off the ear stuff or whatever, back when. I think that was Mike Tyson, wasn't it? Biting the ear and all that kind of stuff way back. Yeah. I remember growing up with, Sugar Ray Leonard and all that, that kind of stuff. I never really was into major boxing, but, the big fights, you had to watch them, somewhat. And, man, I tell you, Tyson, dude, back in his heyday, I wouldn't mess with him, dude. I wouldn't mess with him. Even in his old day.
Today, I've been working out and I still wouldn't mess with them. I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
No. I would.
So,
if I was Paul, I wouldn't want to get in the ring with the guy. I think that's a mistake for him, honestly.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Tyson takes it in 7. Would be my guess.
7. All right.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. This is really cool. We've got 100 people in. Thank you.
Awesome, guys.
We're going to litter it in. Med said he wanted to watch the fight, so we're going to talk Bears without him.
Okay, that's fine.
So if Wolf pops in, he's finishing his space right now.
Yeah.
We'll give him a minute, but he's a Bears guy.
Yep.
And I posted the question on Twitter just now.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of mean. I said, will the Bears allow Caleb Williams to ever live up to his potential?
Cool.
Will that front office not meddle? And that's a question I'm going to ask you, Bill. Will they allow Caleb? Will they give him the protection? Will they put the structures in place that he needs? Because he could use a better quarterback coach. He could use a veteran to learn from, not even just sit behind.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on here. Like I said, we'll litter some Tyson Paul in. I'm going to put on my phone once I spread this, the word of the show as quick as I can. But I don't think so. What do you think?
At present, it seems like they're not. And I say that because, they went out and got some guys, Keenan Allen on the offensive side of the ball. They, Swift and things. They did some things on the offense side, try to get some weapons, but they didn't help their O-line. You got Jones, Jenkins, Shelton, Bates, and Wright. That's their line right there, the last names. 2 of them are questionable for this week, which helps the Packers, by the way. So that should be pretty good. But if you're going to build a franchise quarterback, what's the number one thing you do for them? You build an offensive line for them. Because with that line, 1, you're going to protect your quarterback. You're going to protect your franchise. 2, you're going to allow him to grow and develop in the offensive system. And they haven't done that. And that's my concern, is they haven't built that offensive line. One thing I have to credit like the Cowboys for many years, I don't know if they've done it recently, but they have taken draft picks, built that offensive line, and that's why Aikman was so successful all those years. I mean, they had an offensive line that created holes and gave Aikman time. So
I agree. And I like these comments. We'll tell you what, we'll hit the Tyson stuff more in a second, but Caleb was overhyped. Here's my problem. Not elevating the team, and you nailed it. The Cowboys even did this after Romo. Once Romo started deteriorating near the end because he had all those injuries, they went out and they were like, okay, we are going to make sure that we protect Dak. And they spent draft capital. Frederick didn't last super long, but he was a good center. Martin is still playing. Tyron Smith was he was a great left tackle for quite a while. He didn't get hurt his first several seasons, like 7 or 8. So they spent that capital on their own line. The Cowboys haven't done that recently. And the Bears, man, I pulled up some stuff today. You ready for this?
Okay.
The Bears. We're just going to slowly dive into this game because this is Packers Bears.
Oh yeah.
And I'm trying to buy some time for Wolf if he shows, and if he doesn't, we're just going to have a great show anyways.
Yeah.
But this is crazy.
Okay.
I read this earlier. Their pass defense is first in EPA, so that's pretty good, but the run D is not. So only the pass D is exceptional. So I'm thinking Josh Jacobs can have a good day, even though I traded him in fantasy, and I did 5 trades this week in my dynasty league. I'll get
wow, dude.
Yeah, I flipped my whole team over.
Wow.
Caleb is 32nd in drop back success rate.
Wow.
Their offense is 29th. Sorry, 30th in DVOA.
Wow.
Man, it's like, I really do want the Bears to get decent and actually beat us once. So it's a rivalry because I just said it on Wolf, and it's cocky, but it's true. The Ravens Steelers is the best rivalry in the NFL because it's an actual rivalry.
Yep.
This is not. What are we at? 10 straight?
Oh,
We've owned them. What?
I got
Yeah,
some stats. I got some stats for you on
go.
that.
What you got?
All right. Back the very first meeting was November 27th, 1921. The Staley Bears versus the Packers. The Bears actually won 20-0. The longest margin of victory from 1980 was Chicago. The largest margin of victory, was 1980 when the Bears beat us 61-7. Ours was in 1962 where we beat them 49-0. But here's where it really gets interesting. The longest win streak against each other from 1985 to 1988. The Bears had an 8-game win streak against us in a row. Now, from 1994 to the present, the Packers have 10 games in a row.
10. Do you hear that, Bears fans? Look at me, look at my face. 10. It's going to be 11. I just don't think their offense is good enough. I think that they're on a downward spiral. I think that I don't know if we are a great team. I think we're a good one that could still make the playoffs. We'll get into our schedule in a second.
Yes.
I see the Packers as a good team. And we got Wolf here. Here he is.
Jason. You're right.
Hey, by the way, that was fun, dude, on your show.
What's up, Wolf?
What's going on? Sorry, I had to join on my phone. I don't know why my computer will not let me in. It says it does not support it.
We might have one more Packer guy. We'll be nice to you. Right now we're talking.
No.
And
this is borderline abuse.
Can you tell everybody where to find you now that you're here? And we were just on your space together, but yeah, give yourself a shout out, man.
Yep, absolutely, guys. You can find us out at Wolf Sports. I think it's Wolf_sports with a Z. We host spaces every week, ranging on all topics, fantasy football, betting shows. Tonight we did one with a soccer journalist, Ben Jacobs. So, we try to, jump around with all different, sports and kind of be a sports hub for people. So fantasy football are fun. Geez, there were so many names that were similar tonight, but Isaac jumped on and it was great. So.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to try to push this show a lot of weeks to 8 and then just join yours before. I even put it we made a new logo today, so I'm going to try to pull that off because our shows go at the same time. My show Tuesdays.
I feel bad. I know. I was like, the other night we were on the phone and he's like, hey, what time are your shows? I listed mine and I go, whoa, what time are yours? And he listed the exact same time. So I was like, oh, dude.
And we've got some other stuff in the works. I won't spill it here, but Bill, I told you about a little bit of it. We'll talk after the show. But,
no problem.
Okay. So all we were saying right now was how recently it hasn't been a rivalry, which I said on the show.
Yeah.
Do you think you guys have a shot this week, or do you think it's just going to be 11?
Absolutely. I think we have the best quarterback in the division. Now, correction, our team is terrible. Like, I don't know where we decided not to play football. Like, I mean, seriously, I've never seen a team like our coaching staff, I think, is terrible. I think our ownership's terrible, but I think we have the better quarterback. So that gives you a shot in any game. I think if Mahomes.
Oh, all right.
Like, I'm not a big believer in love. I think the Packers, I think if Caleb Williams was drafted by the Packers or he was in the LaFleur's system, he would really flourish. I think the Packers, have an overall better organization, but I think we have a better quarterback. So, like, I don't know. I hope we win, guys. Like, I mean, we're just going down the rabbit hole here. We're just rolling down. We started off hot and then we.
You know what's funny is so Bill missed this. I had a Lions guy on who was super. I had my moment too. I clowned on the Bears way too much, but the Lions guy was like living it up, and he was talking about love, and he's right. He's mistake prone this season, but I think the biggest reason why is look at his rushing stats last year. The dude can't move. He can't move. He's been on one leg since the end of week 1. I don't think he's been 100% the entire season. And I honestly wish they just put him on IR so he got back to 100. So he can't move, and the whole calls from Malik Willis, to me, that shows what a fully mobile quarterback in LaFleur's system can do. And Love isn't that right now. He can't move. So I'm hoping that the bye week was enough. We'll see.
Some questions for you guys, because I know we'll go back to Bill, so I started to hijack, but I do have questions for Packers fans. Like, so I'm from Northern Illinois, so we have a lot of Packer fans around here. It's like a disease. But They're very high on Jordan Love. Like I'm not like anti Jordan Love, but he really only had one half of a good season. He wasn't good at the beginning of last season. Like he was terrible. And then, he went on a very good run and, he almost beat the 49ers. Like you'll give him that. But then he hasn't been exactly good this year. Now I get it. It could be, injuries and stuff like that. But Malik Willis is winning games in the LaFleur system. I wish Caleb had that. I mean, if he had the LaFleur system, he'd be flourishing. But are you guys high on Jordan Love? Like,
I think we still have the most talented quarterback in the division because I think the Bears are going to wreck Caleb. They're wrecking Caleb right now, but it's because you saw what Goff can do at his worst last week, and he's the only one because he has the best roster in the NFL around him. You can give me the Chiefs, and I like Hopkins, but the Lions are a better team. But Goff has his limitations, and we know Darnold has even more limitations. So really, it does kind of come down to Jordan Love and Caleb. But are the Bears going to wreck another QB? Because this guy, 9 sacks against the Pats, he may not last the rest of the season.
Dude, he's going to be like, I have a feeling he's going to be like Andrew Luck. Like, I think we'll have, some in the Caleb Williams era. I think we'll have some good playoff runs, but we'll never get over the hump because our organization's terrible. Like, they're terrible. Like, guys, I was born in 2003. We made a Super Bowl when I was 3 years old. And since then, we've never been relevant. Just never again. It's just been my whole life, the Packers have been so good. Seriously, I since 2006, I don't think they missed the playoffs 4 times, and that's because of injuries every year. Like they were never lost a year at full strength. But dude.
I might be dating myself, but I remember back in the 80s when the Bears with the Super Bowl shuffle, Jim McMahon days, let me tell you, they took it to the Packers. They handed us a couple good losses, let me tell you.
Maybe the cycle's turning around finally.
Finally, but I remember, Mike Ditka and the Doomsday defense, man, let me tell you, they were tough. They were tough. Richard Dent, William the Refrigerator Perry, all those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
that's like our basement's filled with walls, like
just
pictures
guys from like 40 years ago, man. Like
it is. I mean,
we didn't have a good
guys.
team in the 2000s, though.
Guys, we haven't had a good team in any sport. Like in my life, we've won one major championship. One, Chicago, and totally.
Yeah.
Wait, is it the Blackhawks?
The Bulls, though.
Oh, I guess dude, the Blackhawks.
Michael Jordan, dude. Pippen.
I was
that. Oh, no, Jordan was done with
guys,
his tenure by then.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like my whole life, we've just lost in every sport. Like we've lost in every sport.
Yeah. No.
So I asked the question on Twitter. I tagged you. I don't know if you got to see it. By the way, Z, I would absolutely love to message me later. I would love to bring you on. You're right.
Absolutely. Jay Cutler was your best moment.
And whenever I want to poke at Med,
Jay Cutler.
Whenever I want to poke at Med, when I bring up, and this is like a little brother thing because he's older than me, and when I want to poke at Med, I'm like, hey, how does it feel that you got to watch Jay Cutler on an elliptical when the Super Bowl was on the line? And it's mean of me.
Dude, saying like our best moments, Jay Cutler, is like saying, I peaked in high school. Like it's like it's cool, like I guess, but like it's like there's no real world like oh, what have you done for me lately? Like Jay Cutler, yeah, he was good, I guess. Like
yeah. Mm.
No, here's the problem: is they've built with running and defense, and your O-line is straight garbage. And the biggest problem, you nailed it earlier, man. It's like the Cowboys. At least Jerry most years gets the team relevant. He probably knew this year when he said all in. I think he meant all in on a high draft pick is what he meant.
Yeah.
But the Bears ownership doesn't. This was my concern. I told Matt, I'm like, dude, yes, they got weapons, but you've got to protect him. You need a good quarterback coach. You need a good offensive coordinator. This
Absolutely.
is what the Packers have gotten. If Love does make it, he has another good coach because the structure in place around him allows him to be successful. Mahomes wouldn't be Mahomes. He might still be special. But even Josh Allen has a solid coach. Not McDermott isn't great, but he gets into the playoffs every year. The Bears need to go get a vet that he doesn't have to sit and watch, but can whisper stuff in his ear. Teach him about.
I was thinking Joe Flacco. I mean, I'm not saying Joe Flacco's. I don't think he's good. I don't think Joe Flacco's good. But I think as a backup quarterback, mentor, I think we need a new offensive coordinator. I mean, we already fired him, but that's why I don't like Jordan Love. It's because you have a great system, and he still doesn't, wow you. He's good, and he doesn't make mistakes. Last year, at least, he didn't make mistakes in the back half of the year. But that's why I'm a little hesitant on Jordan Love. Like,
I think he has the arm talent, and he reminds me of Favre. If I want to see him healthy, because we saw what he could do at the end of last year, and he's had some flashes this year against lesser competition, and some of his throws have been stupid, but it feels like he's going for a home run play every single play, which don't get me wrong, I like. But I want to see him healthy with these weapons, and then I can make a call, because it's kind of undecided right now. His leg is 80%. Like, and if you look at this, it's not like he was like, Justin Fields or somebody really mobile out there, Lamar Jackson last year, but he was moving. He had 4 TD runs. He used his legs. It was something we were missing the last few years of Rodgers, because as he aged, he would buy time, but he wouldn't really run. So last year we got a little bit more mobility with Jordan Love, and you got to see what it would do in LaFleur's system. And even this season with Malik Willis, a really mobile quarterback flourishes in LaFleur's system. And the leg isn't 100, so it's like I'm hoping the bye week got it there.
I think.
No, go ahead.
With Love, I think a lot of it too is he seems to be locked in on one receiver. He's not scoping the whole field. It seems he wants to lock in, and then he's getting it to that one. And I'm like, no, you got to.
But he did learn under Aaron Rodgers, and during those years, it was Devontae Adams. I mean, I had Devontae Adams in fantasy. I mean, it was nonstop. The guy was completely unguardable.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Maybe that's because I don't know.
Possible, very possible.
Question for you, Sammy. I love that you're asking us questions. I love bringing people that do their shows on here, because I love to ask questions back. It's fun. Okay, so here's my question for you. Do you think they'll allow Poles to finish this job and keep rebuilding the offense? And I know Smith sucked, but the D is actually that's kind of what I'm missing. The fast he's he's not.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I don't think Ryan Poles is bad. Like, he's made some great moves, and like I think we got to improve. I think the biggest problem is our offensive line. I think our offensive line is so terrible that it's like. I also don't think people keep saying we have like number one receivers everywhere. I think Keenan Allen's great, but he's not a number one. I think even in Keenan Allen's best days, he shouldn't have been a number one. Like, Mike Williams was the best receiver on that team. Keenan Allen was just the slot man. So I think Romeo Dunze, I think you give him another year or two, and I think DJ Moore and Keenan Allen could really fit. The problem is I don't think Keenan Allen has multiple good years left. So I think if we really dive in on our offensive line, definitely need some help on the defense. I mean, we really need help everywhere, but most importantly, our coaching. I think if you really improve the coaching on offensive line, I think you'll see how good Caleb Williams can be. Because, like, I will say, I thought Caleb Williams was going to New England, and I'm a very big Caleb Williams fan from USC.
Interesting.
Okay. No. Before they got the number one pick, like, I thought New England was going to get the number one pick. I thought, obviously, I mean, New England was so terrible, and somehow they were winning games. No, I thought I think Caleb Williams is a top 5 quarterback in the world, like, talent wise. I thought he was last year. Like, I would have, if you would have given me an all draft of everyone in the world, I would have picked Caleb Williams top 5. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 quarterbacks on the planet that are as talented as Caleb Williams. And that was before he got drafted by the Bears. Unfortunately, nobody's going to see how good he is because the Bears are so bad. So, that's the problem we're running into.
I agree. I think you hit it on the button. I mean, you put Caleb Williams with the right offensive coordinator, get him to play to Caleb's strengths. You'll see a different Caleb Williams. I mean, I can't. Can you imagine taking Caleb going to Green Bay, working under LaFleur? Caleb Williams will be a starter.
I would never watch football again. No, he wouldn't be a starter. He would be the best player in the NFC. Yeah. Like, it wouldn't even be close. Like, the guy is the best arm in the NFC. He's mobile. He's smart. Now, he's a gunslinger, so he's gonna throw picks. But, like, oh my God, if the Packers got him, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be so annoyed. I would just not watch
Well,
football.
that's what I think of Jordan Love. He's got
Yep.
he's got a cannon.
Mhm.
If he can figure out the accuracy and if he can, honestly,
So
in my
let-
opinion, if he can
let
get
me-
healthy, that's what I think.
Let me ask you a question. No
Yeah.
salary involved.
Hmm.
And the Bears offered Jordan Love for Caleb Williams. You're taking that deal. No questions asked.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
every Packer fan lies to me, and they're like, "No, we want Jordan Love." No, you wouldn't. You take Caleb Williams.
I'll take Caleb Williams.
Yeah, like I
would
think.
probably still take Caleb, but I don't know. The longer he sits behind that old line, man, I'm like, this is how you get a.
The guy's
broken
gonna have a broken leg. He's gonna have a broken leg. I mean, that guy's this bad.
He's not gonna last 5
Right.
years in the NFL if he keeps getting wrecked to the
Right.
tune of 9 sacks. So you ask me this question now, yeah, I probably would take Caleb. In about
Yeah.
3 more weeks, I might flip that answer because he's getting. The problem is, it's not
Humble.
just the hits;
Yeah.
it's the confidence. This isn't what happened to Ryan
Yeah.
Leaf. That guy had his own problems, but there have been so many countless quarterbacks that have gotten just wrecked
Absolutely.
and never came back from it.
You know who is very similar?
They've done this to multiple
Yeah.
QBs. They haven't
Uh,
given them the system.
Exactly. I think who's very similar. Now he's not as talented, but raw talent is Trey Lance. Like raw talent is Trey Lance is up there, and he never really got a shot. Like he got hurt like 4 times.
Mhm.
Like literally, I don't even know how many times he got hurt. Like he literally got hurt, broken ankle, hurt
And it
ankle.
was like right away.
Yeah, like why would the guy have confidence if he hasn't really played football in 4 years,
Right.
3 years? So
We
like,
got some comments here. The Bears will never do anything until they have new ownership.
yeah, no, that's probably true.
That's yeah.
But coaching matters, and I said it from the start of the season.
Yep.
I know he improved their team last year a little bit, but I don't believe in Eberflus, and we talked about that.
Oh, he's terrible.
You gotta get-
He's terrible.
The question is do you get an offensive minded guy, or do you get a defensive minded guy and get the right OC?
Well, here's the problem: is you're going to get into if you get the defensive guy, and then you get the right OC. 3 years from now, the OC is going to leave because he's going to do so well with Caleb Williams, and then he's going to leave.
It's just leap.
So, I mean, I don't know. I would like to see Belichick on the Bears. I don't know what Belichick's doing these days, but I'd offer him $10 million a year. Like, I'd seriously, I'd be like, "What do you want?" Like, I don't know. I'll give you. And then Mike McDaniels. I think that'd be like your dream team. Now it's definitely not going to happen. I mean, seriously, the Bears do nothing right ever. So it's
we got a hot take here. Caleb Williams is David Carr, talented but overhyped. Went to a shit team, got hit way too much.
Dude,
I mean, that's just bad.
Here's my
Derek
thing.
Carr's.
Yeah, Z with the overrated in college, beat up he beat up bad teams, and he's right about this one. He's got to trust that leg. He's talking about Jordan Love.
Yeah.
The time they needed a Chase Daniel, Andy Dalton type backup. I got another one if he was still playing was Ryan Fitzpatrick, but a guy I would have liked might have been the right person too. Would have been like a Tyrod Taylor.
Absolutely.
Perfect too. I like it.
Or Alex Smith. I know Alex Smith's a few years out of the league, but
Exactly. And this is an interesting take by Z too. Jay could have been one of the best ever if he cared about his legacy, and I kind of agree. I know he had diabetes, but there was just
the guy just didn't really care about exactly. Like, well, I think have you ever watched the interview with Patrick Bet-David and Tom Brady?
No,
One of the best. You guys got. It's one of the best interviews I've ever watched. And Tom Brady says 10% of quarterbacks, it's about your talent. It's about your arm talent. It's about your skill, and then everything else is your mindset.
Yeah.
Like he said, like he's known guys that are they're the best 10 quarterbacks to ever live, and you don't even know their names because they're like uber talented, very good on the field, but then, never really got anywhere, went and partied too much in college, never really saw their full potential. So maybe that's the truth to it. Like, there's probably a lot of guys that you just don't even know their name. Like Jake Elliott. Like, I don't know how good he would have been if he had Tom Brady's worth ethic. I don't know.
Oh, I remember David Carr. I think he's talking about Wolf, but Carr, I think I like his analogy just for one reason. Carr got hit. There was another guy too. There was a couple more. Bill.
Yeah.
Who was one of those number 1 picks who just got it?
I know Andrew Luck.
Luck.
Luck got hit a lot, but he's
Luck retired at like 28.
No, but not a number 1 pick that got hit a lot, and Luck ended up being good. There was a few that got just like hit so much. Like The biggest guy now in the NFL, I think that really drives people nuts, is Derek Carr, ironically, because anytime there's a moment of pressure, it's worse than Darnold or Goff at their worst. Carr flinches at the hint of pressure. And I mean, that's why Olave has gotten so bad. I wasn't even going to go on this tangent, but that's why Olave may not play in the NFL anymore, because he's gotten wrecked because Carr just checks down. He will. Those first 2 weeks were an aberration. He will not take his time and take a hit. Like Goff has impressed me this season. There's been times he's known he's going to take a hit and he's delivered it anyway. The only time he looked like the old Goff was this last game. I was curious if he was sick or if there was an injury, because he looked different.
Speaking of Olave and receivers like that, you know what I think the Packers need to do? I think they need to go out, regardless of what Packer fans believe, you don't have a number one receiver. Like they say this, they say, like I've literally talked to, like, no, he's not. You have a lot of like good number twos. Maybe number threes. Like if you went out and got Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave, like that's what you need.
Oh yeah.
Like and there's a lot of teams that have good receivers that literally like. What is Garrett Wilson doing? Like, I don't know why you don't go out and offer him a first-round pick. Like, for me, like, I don't know why people don't. I mean, I was a big guy. I was a big Madden guy. So I don't know why people don't trade first-round picks more often. Like, I think the Packers should go out and get like a Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave and just see.
We don't do that because we don't have an owner.
We don't. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
I forget that.
We don't do that.
We don't push it. So this free agency was special for us, going out and getting Jacobs and McKinney, because we hadn't done that since we went on and got the Smith brothers, and then since Woodson. Really, we just don't do that. So it's just rare for us. Bill,
how do you guys?
Well, he's got a meeting in 5 minutes. So Bill, I want to make sure you get him. Did you have any questions for Samuel? And I think we should hit our picks, but he's got a meeting in 5 minutes. So.
Oh yeah, well, we definitely want your input on the picks too, real quick. So
okay,
yeah, seriously. Questions? I guess real quick. How long you been with Wolf Sports?
So I work actually with Wolf Financial. Okay, they're like the parent company. I've been there for almost a year, 11 months maybe. It's been great. So we host the largest financial spaces in the world, and we just kind of got into the sports side of things.
Okay, so like the financial, do you like help people with investing, or what exactly?
So we host like 40 hours a week of spaces. And that's, we have long-term investing spaces. We have future spaces. We have investing competitions with other traders. We have a few crypto spaces. It's literally everything. We have all-day market spaces where people just sit in there and traders just talk about their trades. And stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So, and then I kind of took over Wolf Sports for a hobby, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, I like investing and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of a nerd. If I had more money, I would invest even more and stuff. So I'm gonna have to listen to your show. So,
yeah, dude, let me know.
All right,
we'd pull you up on the panel.
All right, that sounds good.
I might be posting some stuff he might have some more stuff in the works. We might be posting some content for some people.
Actually, that's good to go. I got to give you a call tonight. I've been having to call you for like 3 days.
No, you're good. It's okay. I go in a week, and Sportcoin wants to talk to you too. They wanted me to.
Yeah, they DM me.
Like segue.
Dude, they DM me like 12 times, bro. I didn't have time to look at their stuff.
Okay, so let's hit the top 3 games really quick, since you got to go in like 3 minutes. All right, let's do it. And then Bill, we'll hit the rest of our games, and really, really fast before we do that. Tyson or Paul?
Tyson.
I think Jake Paul's going to win. I think Mike Tyson's the best fighter ever, or best boxer ever. But that's my sport, MMA.
Dude, I used to watch so much MMA. I didn't want to, but I go to bed. Dude, I know. He's like, you should get in our spaces. I may try to get back into it, and I really love watching.
So boxing. Wonderful.
I actually like boxing even more than MMA, but when you give me a good MMA fight,
that's great.
I used to buy every single one for like 4 years, so I actually, I've got some MMA background. All right, okay, really quick. So I'm going Tyson.
Oh, jeez.
But I don't think he's actually
what's going on.
Ball.
This is bad.
All right. We'll be nice. We'll do the other ones first. Ravens or Steelers? Who wins?
Who do you want?
I think Ravens take that game, and I think they cover the spread too.
We'll hit that in depth in a minute.
Okay.
You think the Ravens? Yeah, I'm leaning Ravens too.
Are you? Okay.
Who are you thinking?
I was taking Pittsburgh.
All right, we'll go into in depth after he hops on.
I know.
I just had to get his pick.
Okay.
All right. Chiefs Bills. I think that's the game of the week.
Yep. That's a good one.
I think the Bills win that game. It's like their Super Bowl every year.
I think so
Same.
too. I think they finally win one. I have them too. All
Okay.
right, let's do. Feel like those were the other really, really good ones.
Feel like the big game of the week, guys.
Yeah.
The Texans Cup. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Packers Bears. Let's do it.
Bills.
I think the Packers are going to win this, but I think Caleb outplays Jordan Love.
Okay.
I hope he shows some signs of life because I just traded Keenan Allen away in a dynasty league for Donnie Mitchell. I gave up Keenan Allen in a fifth for Donnie Mitchell because I was so over this Bears offense and Keenan Allen. But I have DeAndre Swift as a Packer fan, and I traded Josh Jacobs away for a first, a second, Amari Cooper, a fourth, a fifth, and I gave up a sixth. That's it.
Dude, that's
Is
not
that
bad.
a haul for Jacobs?
Yeah, that is a weird amount.
Wow.
And Gouda, if you want to hop on and do picks with us, just
Gouda, jump on.
Because Wolf's hopping off. All
right, guys.
So you said Packers win, but Caleb plays Love. How many yards for Caleb? Over under 250?
Slightly over. I think it's like 260.
Okay.
Love against that pass D. I actually think there's a really good chance that happens. Even though our secondary is good, we're going to lean on the run. I know you got to go. I'm going to go Packers. Bill, who are you picking?
Thank you, man.
Dude, it was a pleasure, guys.
Dude, this was great. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. That was fun. We had to do it quick, but
yeah, I know.
Gouda or Jason, if either of you want on, I'm doing a rare thing where I'll bring both of you on if you want. I don't think we're making it. So if you guys want to hop on, just say yes, and I'll send you guys the link. Just say yes. I'll give you the link. But let's finalize this Packer Bear game. Bill, give me a breakdown.
Well, here is the breakdown. I was doing some stat stuff on here too, and back in January of last year, Packers beat them 17-9 in Green Bay. They lead the overall series. The Packers do 107-95-6. The Packers have won the last 10 regular season games against the Bears.
Go check your Twitter.
The Bears last beat the Packers in 2018. They have not beat us since 2018. The last win in Lambeau was in 2015. So we're looking at 10 years. So that tells me one of two things. Either we're going to keep dominating or it's going to totally do a full swing here, which my thing with that is, even though we're not playing at our peak offensive, our defense is solid. They have some O-line problems. They got a couple guys questionable. I think we squeak this one out. I'm not too confident, but I think we win by 7.
I actually think we're going to win by more than 10 because I don't trust their offense
at
all. I'm being a little cocky here, and I'm hoping that the Packers don't do what I'm doing right now. I think we win this game like 27-17, maybe even 30-17. I think we clear them. I know it's in Chicago.
Yeah. It's in Chicago. That's right.
Game because we kind of play down to our competition sometimes.
Yeah.
We haven't really hit our peak yet, but I mean, it's hard to when your quarterback's not 100. So let's get him 100.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he doesn't take some hits in this game. We protect him well. I'm hoping we put a licking on Caleb. I want to get 7-8 sacks. Our pass rush was the one area I was hoping we'd improve. And not only did we not, we traded Preston away, which at his age and his price, I get it, but go get somebody else, take a swing. Van Ness, it's time to see it, man. It's time to see. Let's unleash Gary. I need to see them unleashed after the bye, refreshed, ready to go, hungry. Let's go get 8 sacks on Caleb. I'm starting the Packer D against the Bears. Let's go get a dub. Dub City. We need to roll off the wins. We've got we got the Bears now. We got the 49ers next week. We got the Dolphins on Thanksgiving. That needs to be 3 W's going into that tilt against the Lions. We need to be 9-3 if we want to shot the playoffs and the division.
Right. Yeah, we have to string some wins because we got to keep pace with Minnesota and Detroit. I mean, it's tough.
Notice, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
I message earlier. I had people fall out, and I wanted you in for the pick'em part, so this worked out perfect. This worked out perfect. This
Yeah,
is like
I
an
did.
ESPN show. We're bringing on correspondents for different parts of our show. I love
Yeah,
it.
dude, it's great. No,
Hey.
appreciate. Thanks for having me back on. Normally, I got bedtime routine with the kids, but I got out of it tonight.
Thank you for
so,
coming on short notice. I'm sorry.
for sure.
I was trying to. I had like three. I had a couple people in the works since I was trying to get Bears guys, not just Packers.
Right.
That was the reason
For
I didn't
sure.
message you earlier. And Med's like, "No,
What
why
about
don't you
Med?
fight?" And I
I
was
know,
like,
right?
Oh,
"Dude, come on!"
man.
I'm not even watching it right now because I don't want to get distracted, and I will.
Yeah.
So okay, so since we got 200 people with us, let's have some fun here. We both
200
picked
people
Packers.
watching right now. Jeez.
Yeah, we got 200.
Hey, because we need help, and you guys are more objective than probably we. So we can go through game by game, and then we'll go with the majority. Whoever votes for whatever, and pick that. Because I
one's on Twitter actually today, guys. Here, I'll give you
what?
the full results. I
Okay.
meant to do more, but I put the 3 hardest ones up. Okay,
Okay.
let me find them. I put up. This was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So I did Packers Bears, and it was heavy slant on Packers.
Packers. Okay.
Let me find it. I made a poster for this too. Okay.
Did you do Baltimore, Pittsburgh?
I said, if it's not the Chiefs, this was another one I did. If not the Chiefs, who's the best team in the NFL?
Oh.
Lions won in a landslide, 87%.
Yeah.
100
I think it's the
votes,
Lions too.
98 votes, only 7% on Baltimore. I did something funny. I didn't put Philly in on purpose. Packers got 4 votes. The Bills only got 2.
Wow. Okay.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that. Okay, let's go back a couple more hours.
So what Lions by a landslide, basically.
Packers got out of 49 votes. Yeah, Lions won by a landslide.
Yeah.
Packers 92% out of 49 votes. People said 92% Packers win this game.
Wow. Okay.
And Jason says 38-10.
Okay.
I love it.
I'll take it.
I did Ravens Steelers and I did Chiefs Bills.
Okay.
119 votes. Bills 60%, Chiefs 40%. So pretty close.
That's
And then this is crazy, Bill.
okay.
And, Rob, I did Ravens Steelers 80 votes. It was split 50-50.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
Split.
Mike Tomlin is doing some wizardry
Yes.
right now.
Absolutely.
With the Steelers. So.
Yep.
Okay, but since we got you here now, I want to get your thoughts on Packers Bears, and then we'll hit the other ones.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the Bears are in disarray. If Caleb Williams isn't holding on to the ball, taking sacks, his O line is letting the floodgates open and getting him sacked. So I mean, even with the help, they're injured on the offensive line too as well. So they're playing with backups. Even with their starters in, I don't think that it's a top tier offensive line. So I mean, what they spent the second pick, on Roma Dunze, I think that they did get, what's that kid out of? Was it BYU? Karan? I don't even know how to say his last name, but with their 3rd round pick, he's injured. So it's not like they didn't address it. Didn't address it till later on in the draft. I don't know, Thomas Brown was with the Panthers last year, and that didn't end up doing too well for Bryce Young and for him. But if Thomas Brown can get him to release the ball a little bit sooner to his playmakers, get him in a rhythm, get him in confidence, get him to not hold on to the ball. And then I don't know how you fix that offensive line. Get the ball out of his hands faster, basically run the football, maybe, as a preference for them. I think they can play a lot better. I think that they're going to come out a lot better knowing that they got rid of Shane Waldron. But if the Packers, make note of this, dude, if the Packers rout the Bears in this one, I will be shocked if Eberflus is still the Bears head coach.
I am curious if the whole new coach theory applies to new coordinator theory, where we saw the Saints and we saw it with the Raiders last year with Pierce. Sometimes you just shake it up because you need to. They should have let go of, Eberflus, but letting go of Waldron, is that going to be the shot in the arm that offense needed? Because they do have weapons. Like we had Wolf here, and he made a good point that I think Keenan Allen's a little over the hill, but he still produced just last season.
Yep.
He had over 1,200 yards just last year. We know he can be a good receiver. DJ Moore is a 1. Dunze was drafted at 9 to be a 1. We don't know if he'll be yet. Like Harrison's been up and down, but you've seen what Brian Thomas Jr. can do. You've seen what Malik Neighbors can do when healthy, even with a crap quarterback. Sorry, Daniel Jones, you are.
No, he is.
He is. He sucks. So That's my only thing that scares me is maybe them firing their OC, and I've heard they fired some other guys this week. Maybe that's the shot in the arm they needed to wake up and start producing. But I don't think so because most of their games their stretch where they played well on offense was against terrible defenses. And that's not the Packers D. We're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, the Packers D though, I think aren't we giving up like 4 yards a carry or something like that? I mean, that's our Achilles heel. I don't want DeAndre Swift to be running all over us either, though. That's the thing.
Well,
So,
Bill, that's funny you said that. I've got a stat for you on that.
all right, I figured you would.
We're actually 10th in rushing in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
we're 15th in passing. Now, that's just I don't love raw stats. I like to go deeper.
Yeah.
Because that can be inflated with one bad game or,
Right.
like the Ravens are up on everybody. So their pass D, I mean, it does have problems. But our run D, even in EPA, is 16th. So it's middle of the pack.
Okay.
Our pass D is 15th, but in EPA, it's 7th. So we're about middle of the pack to slightly above average overall on defense. Now, let's see if we can actually do that consistently down the stretch because Jacksonville, we let them have their way. And the Lions kind of did what they wanted to against us.
Exactly. Yeah.
They kind of did. They ran all over us. It was fun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gibbs and Montgomery just.
And Texans did too.
Not to go back to not to go back to that game, but we shot ourselves in the foot. We could have easily have won that game.
The Lions?
I think
True.
I agree.
Every drive we had, there was either a mistake or a penalty.
Yeah.
Until the last drive, and then they scored a touchdown. That was like the only one where they didn't shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
But they didn't do anything incredible. I mean, they had that good call on Amon Ra. Well, there was a penalty that was like they were already in the red zone. Then they had another penalty, made him closer, and then he shot that to Amon Ra when it was at 4th down. Yeah, and then instead of kicking the field goal, so then they went up 7. If we wouldn't have had that drop by Chris Brooks on that drive before, literally caught in his backpedaling a little bit too, so a little bit awkward. But I'm sure a wide receiver would tell you if it's in their hands, they should catch it. If he doesn't do that, that's you already put points on the board, right? Then you don't have to kick a field goal. I think that makes a big difference. We ran the ball so effectively too. Oh, just as good as the Lions in that game. In that first half, we had to get away from it from that second half because we got down too much. But
have you noticed we keep abandoning the run? Because I had Josh Jacobs in fantasy, and I feel like we keep abandoning the run early. And I wish we lean on it, especially with Love banged up.
Yes.
Notice too, like when Malik Willis is playing, and it's a lot more buttoned up. It's a lot more condensed. They use a lot more RPO, run pass option. They're getting him out on the edge. They're using his athleticism.
And Love has more athleticism than what we're seeing. I made this point.
He just doesn't use it.
Well, he's not. He hasn't been 100.
He's 100%.
That as well.
Last when he could move, and when he can't, it kind of condenses the playbook. It's not what LaFleur wants to run, and he's more mistake prone because he can't move. He can't plan off the leg, so he's trying to just just arm everything, just straight arm it. He's got a strong arm. Don't get me wrong, but he's trying to arm everything. And that's why we're seeing more mistakes out of the guy, in my opinion. I don't want to blame everything on the leg. He's making stupid decisions too.
He is.
But when you can't plant, you can't move, it limits everything. I would rather have them just put him on IR and get him healthy and run Malik for 4 weeks early in the season.
Go ahead, Bill.
Right, Bill?
Well, I have a question, and I agree with, I would put Malik in there until Love is 100%. That's no question. I don't think we should have a quarterback that isn't 100% because in this league, if you're not 100%, you're a detriment to your team. I'm sorry, but that's just a handicap. My thing is we have Marshawn Lloyd coming back off of IR, right?
Because he heard appendicitis.
Yeah, he got appendicitis or something. I don't think he's playing. He might be.
That's
out.
right. He got appendicitis, so another bad turn of luck. If we could have him, think about Jacobs and him, 2 guys, bruisers. Talk about wearing a defense down, dude. We would be, putting up 200 yards rushing a game with that.
Yeah. Like that too. They weren't asking Malik to do anything crazy, right? And they definitely were running the ball. But the times that they did, and they leaned on the run, and they leaned on him real well-timed passes with him and play action. I mean, think of the one with the Jaguars where he hit that Jaden Reed on that Wiley coming out that got them in the field goal position for McManus to hit that field goal and win it. This to me, and I think any Packers fan, you guys, correct me if you feel differently, but when you button it up and you're running the football and you're making that your number one priority, and Matt LaFleur has been in his bag this year with some of the orbit motion type of different things that he's doing with the run with those different guys. If you got Marshawn Lloyd, especially too, who brings more like a DeAndre Swift, east and west, more that type of back and duality there. I think, I think that the Packers, for Jordan Love too as well. Like if you're running the football that effectively, you're doing that, which we have and which we did against the Lions, which we done consistently this year when we leaned on it. Marry that up with play action, and Jordan Love's arm. I mean, I don't know. I think Matt LaFleur is trying to think about it too much. Spread it out, get creative, do this. Like let's hit their weaknesses until we make sure that we got them, because that's what we saw on tape. But I 1000% agree that this offense to me feels like it runs better when you're running the football first and you're playing that smash no type of football and you're marrying up play action, some other type of well-timed throws on top of it. But there's an argument to be then then you have Jordan Love's arm. Well, at least with his leg, and like you were saying, Isaac, we
heard the asinine statement, Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in the division. I was like, what?
Who said that?
Oh, Wolf said that. I love him.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite people, but I was like,
he's delusional. He's delusional.
Yeah.
If you give me an unbroken Caleb versus Love, I may make that trade, maybe. But I think Love has serious potential if we can get him healthy, and they got to work with him on some of the decisions he's making.
Yes.
Against Tennessee was terrible, but you can overcome that because Tennessee is also terrible. But you can't overcome that against good teams like the Lions.
Nope.
Lions are too good. And if we want to make the jump from good to great team, Love has to make sound decisions, and we have 1,000%. To step up in other areas. Our pass rush has been lacking, and we need to get Jaden Reed healthy.
Yes.
And my thing is, it's nothing wrong to throw the ball away and make it incomplete. Live another down.
Yes.
This is what you do. Instead of throwing to the other team,
yes,
just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
I don't care if you get intentional grounding. It's better than a pick.
Yes, exactly.
That pick six was a backbreaker.
That was
killed us. It was
if he doesn't make that game is still very much winnable and in our hands going into half. Yes.
Hey, and again, dude, thank you for hopping on short notice. I messaged you earlier. I was in Wolf Spaces before, and
I listened to some of it. Yeah.
That was cool. Getting to talk to the guy who interviewed. I sent him a DM, but getting to talk to the guy who interviewed
Kobe and Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Okay, so here's what I want to do, because the fight is gonna have a hiatus in a second. I'm watching it actually while we're doing this.
Is it live?
Yeah, it's live. Okay, so here's what I think we should do. Let's make our pick on the Packers, and then I think we hit some gimmies, and then we'll hit this Ravens Steelers, and then we'll hit some more gimmies, and we'll end with Chiefs Bills. Okay. All
right. So let me review real quick. We're all taking the Packers.
How are we doing on the season? Do I even want to know? Should we just skip?
Right now you are 95 out of 152. You're at 62.5%.
Okay. 63%.
And I am.
It's pretty bad, but I'll take it.
And I am 89 out of 152 for 58.6%.
Hey, look at you, Bill, closing the gap. And the leader is at 72%.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, I know. Who's
at 72%?
We're in a big pool. Next year, I think what we should do, Bill, we should do one of these, and we should do an eliminator pool instead.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Yeah.
I want to do one of those for money. I think we do it instead of this one. Or if we're making money off the show, maybe we do a third one and do the eliminator.
Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Pay money on the show while we're on the show. But.
I'm still alive in my eliminator, so I'm doing good. I love it.
I'm going to monetize the Twitter soon. I'm excited. So
no, that's good.
Awesome,
yeah.
Congrats, dude. Well deserved as well, man.
Been trying, man. It's been.
He's.
You do
for a while.
I had a Lamar post hit 3 mil. That was fun. So
Nice.
I don't know how it works. I've been trying to grind on the YouTube too. I'm up to 620, but I've got some cool news on that. I haven't even told Bill yet. We're going to be merging with American Football Network. We're going to just combine it, make Podcast Boys, and be launching all of our shows on there.
Oh, nice.
So you should talk to Med, and I think we should try to get you on once we launch that. It'll give you guys some.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. The guy that does it, he has 11K on Twitter.
Yeah.
So 11,000. So yeah, we'll be broadcasting. This show is actually on there right now. So
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome in, everybody. Yeah. Anytime you want us to hop on to do whatever, more than
yeah,
one.
man. We should do it again. We
should
do one. I want to bring you on with Med. I think that'd be very fun.
Every single time I've come on to you guys' stream and I've heard Med come on with you and your other show. He seems he's a very rational Bears fan, and I appreciate that. He's rationally optimistic, and he's not just like Bears best, Bears this, and Bears. He's very level-headed in his approach. I think I'd get along with Med too. So
I got some more Packers guys too. I'll hit you. Remind me after this if you stay on for 5 minutes. I'll give you some names. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a guy from Packers Without Borders who wants to do a show with us too, Bill. We got another guy who wants to do a show too. So, okay, off of that, I'm sidetracked here. Okay, let's do this. Packers, Bill, we taking. Let's do scores. I'm gonna go Packers. I'm trying to be nice. 27-17.
Packers 30-21.
Okay,
30-14 Packers.
Rob, you did so well last time.
Yeah.
You took all the underdogs.
Did I? Yeah. That sounds, like Rob.
You did. You got a few of them, but you took a lot of underdogs. All right, so we all took Green Bay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do some more gimmies. I think this is a gimme. Houston, Dallas. I'm going Houston. I don't see a scenario Dallas wins that one.
No.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going Lions against the Jags for sure. I think they clear.
Yeah.
What's the line on that even?
Are they in Detroit or is it down in Jacksonville?
Detroit.
I could see some weird scenario. The Jags clear the line because it's 13.5.
Not in Detroit.
But it's not.
Is it Mac Jones or is it Lawrence?
I think it's Mac Jones.
I think it's. Is it?
Okay. Here's a question for you guys. Is that an improvement for the Jags or is that a downslide?
Oh.
Well, if he played the way he did against the Packers.
Yeah, right.
He played pretty good against the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
He did. And they played pretty well. They had another game recently they almost won. It wasn't Mac Jones. It was with Lawrence. And Lawrence was doing better for him. I don't see this team have it. Like, if the Lions play the way they should play, they'll clear that line.
Yeah.
So, is anybody taking Jags here?
No.
No.
Especially in Detroit. No way.
In Detroit.
I don't know what that line is, but we're just picking
14.5.
Yeah. I don't know about the 14, but that's a lot of points.
No. Yeah. I'll just pick them Detroit for sure.
Yeah. Pick them.
I like what Jason said. Josh Jacobs, he said, loves better than Caleb. Josh Jacobs will have 100 yards rushing, 1 TD by halftime. I love it.
Yeah.
Texans, Lions. People leave some comments. Let's have some fun here.
Yep.
I like Jason.
Jason's great.
Yeah.
Jason, if you want to hop on, man, hop on for the rest. Let me know. I'll send you the link.
Yep.
Okay. Vikings, Texans. Vikings are favored by 6. I can't in my right mind.
Where is it? Where Minnesota? Or...
It's in Tennessee.
In Tennessee.
And they're still favored by 6. Like, I can't go.
Vikings at Titans.
Titans, yeah. Well, I'll tell you the injury report. And the betting line, 97% of the bets are on the Vikings. 99%.
I'm thinking Vikings.
But remember, they did just barely clear Jacksonville.
Barely.
I know.
But if they played the way they should.
Yeah. I mean, this is almost a no-brainer that you should pick the Titans. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be the Vikings. There's no way it'd be the Titans. Just like last week with the Jaguars. Just pick it safe. Just go the Vikings. Yeah.
Vikings.
Rob, he's like, last time he was picking underdogs. I was like, I can't do it.
Well,
I think you going what?
I'm going I'm going Vikings. I can't
Okay.
do it. He talked me into a couple the first time when he was on a few weeks ago.
Probably
I'll
lost too.
Same here.
I could go. It's in my other notebook. I'll try to find it. This one's kind of interesting, actually. Raiders Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
Las Vegas or Miami?
It's
In Miami.
Miami, and they're 7.5-point favorites. Tua's back.
I'm thinking Miami.
This is after they beat the Rams. They only lost to the Bills by 3. They only lost by the Cardinals by 1. They'd only lost to the Colts by 6. So they played everybody close. They finally beat the Rams. Whereas the Raiders.
Jason's taking the Raiders.
Ooh.
I like it.
So the Raiders lost to the Bengals by 17. They held in against the Chiefs by 7. They only lost the Rams by 5. They've got blown out by the Steelers and Broncos. They've lost their last 5. They are, might be 6. They're 2-7. Dolphins are 3-6. If they want any chance at the playoffs, if that's even a chance, they got to win this one.
And they're at home. Yeah, I'd be surprised if the Dolphins didn't win this down in Miami, but
7.5. Yeah, and this is crazy. I bet MGM 97% of the bets are on the Dolphins, 96% of the money too.
See, that's where Rob leads. That's where I go to Tyson. I mean, you guys know me last couple of times. I was like, yeah, Raiders, but I was more on the spread, more on actual bets, on the spread with lines and stuff, not pick'ems. But yeah, pick 'em Dolphins for sure.
Okay.
Spread 7.5.
Yeah,
I don't know. I might take the Raiders.
Spread, I could see that. I could do that.
Jason picked the Pats dude. Jason, you need to hop on here. I need to meet you, buddy. Sounds like we'd get along real great.
Wow.
Yeah.
My computer's
I don't even know if I would have done that last week.
And
no,
he just hates the Bears. That's the only reason why.
Hey,
Isaac, who are you picking?
We're already best friends.
I'm going Dolphins.
You are too? Okay.
So far, I'm going Texans, Packers. I'm picking all the favorites, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I just can't this week. I'm going Texans, Packers, Lions, Vikings, Dolphins for our first 5.
Okay.
Yep, ditto. I'm in line with that.
Yep.
Trying to find the branded computer, trying to find where it plugs in.
Don't you guys like every week? There's always a couple games where you're like, well, that didn't go that. I always try to figure out what those games are. Jason points out, and he sniffed that out. But the Pats beating the Bears, I thought was that pretty big up.
Yeah.
That's been the problem is we haven't been able to do that effective. Oh, well, here's the thing. I was in a roll with 4 weeks in a row with over 10 right, but the winners every week keep getting 13, 14 every week.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating, actually, to be honest. So Packers need to win. That's all I care about. In my fantasy, which we'll get into in a minute. Okay. Bill, are you going Dolphins?
I'm going Dolphins as well, yeah.
Okay, Rams, Patriots.
Rams at Patriots.
That's actually kind of tough because
Patriots.
What's the line? I just
Rams are 4.5. I was leaning Rams, but they just blew a golden opportunity last week against the Dolphins. They'd won 3 in a row before that. They beat the Raiders, Vikings, and the Seahawks. 2 of those kind of legit wins.
It's gonna be cold.
And they're flying all the way from the West Coast.
Yep.
That's a good point. The Pats lost to the Texans by 20, lost the Jags by 16, upset the Jets. They played the Titans close. They lost by 3, and then they smashed the Bears. But I think that might be more indicative of where the Bears are at than where the Pats are at. But let me look at the defense. Pats D isn't really that great. Their offense is just pitiful.
Yeah.
But the Rams offense is solid at throwing the ball. They can't do anything else. The Rams aren't that great on D either. The Pats are slightly above average on, well, actually, just in points they're 12th, but in yards they're 19th.
I don't know.
I guess I'll go Pats. I don't really feel great about it though.
This feels like a Pat. I don't know. Maybe I'm way overthinking it. I feel like
Bill, are you going Pats?
If you go Pats, I'll go Rams.
Jason,
I think we should flip it. Who are you leaning, Bill?
I was leaning originally the Rams.
Okay, you go Rams. I'll go Pats.
Okay.
I'll take Pats too.
Okay.
Could be overthinking that.
Yeah, I could be overthinking that one. This is another dumpster fire game. Should we hit the good ones and hit the dumpster fires?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do Ravens Steelers. Let's talk the fun one. We're an hour in. I wanted to try to get off so we can watch definitely the couple of main fights before the big one.
Yeah.
But okay, Ravens Steelers. This is my favorite rivalry in the NFL because the Packers Bears doesn't count because they lose every time. All right, let's talk this big one.
That was very good, by the way.
I don't fully buy the Steelers team. Might be a little better with Russ, but I just think the Ravens have a higher ceiling. I know you're looking at the flip. You're looking at elite offense versus elite defense, but I just think the ceiling of this Ravens team is higher.
It is.
Their pass D is crap, but their EPA, this is ridiculous. Their EPA pass offense is first. Their EPA rush offense is also first, and their EPA run D is first. If they could just figure out that pass D, and that is the one area of weakness I don't mind them having against a Steelers team that I'm not even sure can take advantage of it.
Baltimore or Pittsburgh?
That was all Baltimore. They're first in EPA passing and rushing on offense and rushing on D. But
where's the game at?
Pass D.
In Pittsburgh.
The game's in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Okay.
Ravens are favored by 3 on the road. Betting line is heavy Ravens. 77% of the bets on the Ravens.
Yeah.
Only 57% of the money, but still it's leaning Ravens. When I put up the vote, it was 50-50. I can see a close game here, but
yeah.
I got Star Wars guy in my head. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Exactly. Yep.
The Steelers, this is EPA. They're 11th in pass offense, which is improving, but their rushing offense is 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense, they're top 10 in both. 8th in passing, 5th in rushing. But are they really going to be able to stop the Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry rushing attack? I don't know.
This is a game I wouldn't bet on because it's way too damn close.
I'm going Baltimore.
Isaac, I put you down for Baltimore. I'm actually. What are you thinking, Rob?
I think Rob's Pittsburgh.
Kyler Murray. He's my fantasy. Him and Martin Harrison Jr. I got this year. They're on bye. So, and one of my leagues. Guess what I got? Russ. So, you know what? Give it to me. This feels like a Mike Tomlin Steelers. But then all your points really scare me because Lamar Jackson. So, but give me the Steelers.
You know what, Rob? I'm going to go with you on that. I think the Steelers step it up at home. That defense contains Jackson and Henry. He'll still get his yards. He's my fantasy back, which I want him to get the yards. Yeah. But I don't think he's going to get as much as to get him over the top. So I think the Pittsburgh wins this one 17-13.
Yeah. And Mike Williams already showing up for the Steelers and getting a little vertical bomb.
I picked him up.
Nice.
Yeah. I made some big moves in my dynasty this week. I can tell them to you. Yeah. So here's my team.
Okay.
I normally read the whole thing, but this was crazy. Fantasy people, I got some stuff for you. I made a video on this too because I've never done this. So it's my first year of dynasty. My team is Jalen Hurts. I was 0-5. Now I'm 5-5. I have Jalen Hurts and Baker. I flipped Baker, and I can actually pull them all up on. I flipped Baker. I'm trying to remember who else I flipped. Darnell Mooney. There it is. I flipped Baker Mayfield, Darnell Mooney, a first this year, a fifth the year after, and a fifth the following year because you can go 3 years out of picks. I got Devon Kane, a third, and Isaiah Likely. That was my hardest trade. I did 5 trades this week. I flipped Keenan Allen in a fifth for Donnie Mitchell, so I got younger. Mm-hmm. I flipped Jordan Addison, so I went young for Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
I went and traded away Josh Jacobs, but I got a haul. I gave up Jacobs in a sixth for Amari Cooper, a first in 26, a second in 26, a fourth in 26, and another fourth this year.
Okay.
That's a haul. And then I flipped Tyreek Hill away and a 6 for 2 seconds and a fourth. So I effectively went from Josh Jacobs to a Kane, and I picked up 2 extra second-round picks.
Okay.
5 trades.
Nice.
I was a trade machine. I'd done 1 trade all season for Hawkins. I lost a third, and I went and did trades galore. But in Dynasty, in every league, I think you've got to, no matter what your record is, you got to try to improve. And the Steelers, the one thing that scares me about this matchup, tying back into the game, is that Mike Williams does give them a second receiver that they've needed all season, and Russ gives them stability at quarterback. I just don't know if the ceiling, even with Russ, is as high as what the Ravens can do if they can just do anything with that pass defense. And they've had injuries. Nate Wiggins is supposed to help, and he's been banged up, and they've been down to their third corner. It's kind of been like the Cowboys. So we'll see. That's going to be a heck of a game. So I was the only one that went Baltimore, right?
Yes.
Ooh, thanks for letting me go on my tangent there.
Smart
Okay.
man.
Well, I'm hoping they work out. Okay, Cleveland Saints. Ugh, dumpster fire. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody? Can I pick no one?
Saints at home. I mean,
Rizzy.
Does that mean anything?
I like Rizzy, the interim coach.
I guess I'm going to go Saints because I just don't believe in the Browns.
mhm.
And I like the interim coach better. I'm hoping it lasts 2 weeks. Let's go Saints.
What's the line?
1 in New Orleans.
Yeah,
For
in
New
New
Orleans.
Most of the bets are on the Saints. I don't have a lot of confidence in this game.
Yes.
The Browns recently, they beat the Ravens, and that's shocker. But outside
Yeah.
of that, they got thumped by the Chargers. They hung it against the Bengals, but lost. They hung it against the Browns, but lost. And they got destroyed by the Commanders. Almost said Redskins. The Saints won this game. They lost the Panthers by 1. They got smashed by the Chargers. They got smashed by the Broncos. They got smashed by the Bucks. They lost to everybody. They were 2-0. They dropped 7, and they won their last one.
Is this a split one?
They're 3-7, and the Browns are 2-7.
All the game I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot ladder. But I'm gonna go shocker here. Give me the Browns.
Okay. Isaac, do we split on this one?
Are you going Browns?
No, I was going the Saints too, but
I'm the only one Browns.
I don't like this game at all.
I know that's
I don't either.
Do you?
I would not bet.
I was gonna go Saints because they're at home.
Do you want me to take the Browns? I mean,
Sure, if you want, it's your call. I don't love it. I don't like this game no matter what.
Yeah,
All right, I'll
Either way,
I could easily be wrong on that one. I'm not
this is
confident.
a terrible
in the Browns.
game. Don't pick this game, betters. If you're picking this game, there might be something wrong with you.
Saints.
Jason says Saints. Jason's taking Saints. So just
Jason, thank you for staying on. I know most people are. It says 250, but I think most of the people are
All
watching.
right, Jason, I'm going to take the Saints too. I'll listen to you there. Okay.
Okay, so Rob took them. We went with one here. Okay, Colts Jets. Oh,
Is this New York or Indianapolis?
In New York,
And
I don't wanna
Richardson
pick the Jets
starting
for
again.
anything.
I believe Richardson starting.
Starting for the rest of the season.
I go Colts.
I'm thinking Colts.
Yeah,
I
same.
think the Jets last week
what-
that burned me hard.
What's the line?
It is Jets by 4.
4. Yeah.
It just continues to give the Jets credit they don't deserve.
Yeah.
I'm going Colts out of spite.
Yeah.
I am.
God.
I'm not picking the Jets again. They're
No,
gonna
I
make-
can't. I can't do the Jets
So-
either.
In the other league, because I had Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. for both redraft.
Yeah.
Both. Guess what? Other quarterback I picked up that got dropped off, Anthony Richardson. So give me the Colts, baby.
All right.
I like it because
Yeah.
the Jets suck.
I don't
Exactly.
trust the Jets. No.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
Good, we're
Nope.
universal on one. All right, this is another good game. Falcons Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah.
This one's very
Man,
interesting.
Broncos
because-
should have won last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 5-5. They should be a 6-4 team.
See,
They're up and coming with Bo Nix. I love them.
Yeah.
Falcons, Bill. I would love to pull up their road split. Let me see.
They're 6-4. The Falcons are.
Yeah, what are they on the road? They are
Uh,
at home. They are 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 2-2, 2-3, They're 3-3. Oh, they're 3-2 on the road. They're 3-3
Yeah.
at home.
they got a winning record on the road.
Or actually, they're 3-1 on the road. They beat the
Yeah.
Bucks. They lost to the Saints. They went and beat the Eagles. They beat the Panthers, but that's not saying much.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they did beat the Eagles. No, that's a legit win.
Yeah.
They beat the Eagles and the Bucks. Those are both actually pretty solid. The Panthers just means nothing. But okay, interesting. They are 5th in passing, 12th overall in rushing, 5th overall. I meant to say 5th overall in yards. The Broncos are 24th. It's weird. This is a weird game. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. So the Falcons are 5th in yards, while the Broncos are 24th. And on defense, they're the complete opposite. The Falcons are 24th, and the Broncos are 5th.
Mm-hmm.
That is so freaky.
Atlanta or Denver is this game?
It's in Denver.
Denver, which can mean something. They're at home this season. Denver is. I should go on ESPN instead of reading it this way. At home, they lost to Pittsburgh 0-1. They beat the Raiders 1-1. They lost the Chargers by 7, so 1-2. They beat the Panthers 2-2. They are 2-2 at home. It's not bad for a young team to be 5-5 with only 4 home games so far. It's not bad, actually. This is difficult.
What's the spread?
The spread is Denver
Jason
by 2.
says Falcons. Okay.
Denver by 2?
Denver by 2. Denver doesn't have a lot of injuries. The Falcons do, but nobody. I mean, Alford, their corner. They got a linebacker. They got another corner. Nothing huge on offense and no massive stars on D, and that's kind of a blah defense anyways. They're worst in sacks too. They just don't get pressure. They've had 9 sacks this season in 9 games. Or in 10 games. That's just terrible. So they don't get any pressure. So Bo Nix will have time. The question is that Broncos D good enough to hold Atlanta down? I think so, actually. I'm kind of leaning Denver here.
Yeah. I lean towards Denver on that one.
I like defense. I like home. I like the fact the Falcons don't have a D. This Bronco team should have beat the Chiefs last week. Recent games, Broncos lost. I mean, they got destroyed by the Ravens, but they almost beat the Chiefs. They beat the Panthers and the Saints. Are they one of those teams that's beaten nobody good? Let me just check something. So here's the Broncos' schedule in the season. They lost to the Seahawks by 6. They lost the Steelers. They went and beat the Bucks. That's one good team. They beat the Jets. That means nothing. The Jets are terrible. They beat the Raiders. They lost the Chargers. They beat the Saints. They beat the Panthers. They lost the Ravens. They almost beat the Chiefs. So they're the typical can't beat a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Falcons, this is their slate. They lost to the Steelers by 8. They beat the Eagles. They lost the Chiefs barely. Beat the Saints. It means nothing. Beat the Bucks. That's a good win. Ish. They beat the Panthers. They lost the Seahawks. Beat the Bucks. They beat the Cowboys. Lost the Saints. That's the Falcons. Very typical. Both kind of meh teams that they haven't really beaten anybody other than the Eagles there. But the Broncos should have beat the Chiefs, but should have, could have won it.
Defense, home advantage. Give me Denver.
Bill, what are your thoughts? I went long there. I just was breaking it down.
That's all right. I was leaning Denver too, but man, now just like again, it's a toss up. I could probably take the Falcons. I mean, in this one too, just to
Yeah, man.
Are you leaning Denver?
I'm going Denver.
You know what? Just to be different, I'm going to take the Falcons. Why not? I mean,
a well-coached team.
Yeah.
I don't trust Atlanta's coach, although they are winning games. They can sling it. But are they going to be able to do that in Denver? Actually, I got one more. What's the weather?
Right. Check the weather. That's a factor.
We're starting to get towards weather time.
Yep.
Okay, so on Sunday, it's going to be 53 degrees, sunny.
Oh, that's, okay.
That's perfect football weather.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah.
That's football weather right there. That's fall football weather. That actually kind of leans Atlanta, but it is mile high, which affects a lot of teams. But they're kind of both average-ish teams.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
It is tough. Again. I'll just, I'll go opposite on that one.
When you look at Atlanta's EPA, they're top. They're 6th on passing, 5th in rushing, but they're 22nd in pass D, 24th in rush D. Denver, 3rd in pass D, 7th in rush D, but then they're down to 28th, even though Bo Nix looks good. 28th in pass offense, but Bo Nix is starting to flash.
Hmm.
And 28th in rush, but in offense, but they're going to start Estime. I'm still weirdly leaning Denver. I don't trust their offense, but
Okay.
I'm leaning Denver.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm done.
I went really heavy there because when I don't know.
Yeah.
So you went Atlanta, Bill, or did you go Denver?
I'm gonna go Atlanta. Just I don't know why, but just might as well.
Me and Rob went.
Yep.
Denver. Okay.
Denver.
Seattle, San Fran.
49ers.
I'm going 49ers.
Yeah.
At San Francisco.
Yes.
I don't trust Seattle.
I don't either.
I wasn't going to go all the games, but this is fun. So.
Yeah.
Is McCaffrey back?
Yes.
Yes.
He got like 18 touches last week. The 49ers are favored by 6.5. The Seahawks have kind of fallen off. They're still first in passing, but they've
49ers are starting to gain some. They're starting to gain some
steam
too.
Yep.
Yeah. The 49ers are. They lost the Chiefs game. They barely lost the Cardinals, but they've still won 3 of their last 4. This is that 49er team we kind of expected. I'm going 49ers heavy.
Yeah.
I hate them more than anything.
I want to beat them.
But 49ers.
Same. Yeah.
I'm going to that game at Lambeau too, by the way, not this week.
Oh, dude.
Wait, next week? I'm going to be in Arizona, actually. That's cool.
Nice.
I'll be in Arizona. Sadly, the Cardinals aren't playing. I'm kind of sad. But
yeah.
It'd be cool to see a game there.
That would be.
All right. Since we've got a lot of people watching, let's really do a good breakdown. Let me tell you what, let's do this stupid Cincy Chargers game, even though it's not stupid, it's a good game first. Let's save that Chiefs Bills game for last. Bill, really quick, did I go Philly? I went Philly. Did you go Washington on that pick?
When we're done, I'll review all of our picks if you want.
Okay, let's do
that. You went Philly, I went Washington. So you're 1-0.
I feel bad for you, but
hey, it is what it is, man. I mean,
all right, let's do this one. Okay. We've got this is kind of tough because the Chargers, even though I like them, this Bengals team has been kind of dangerous. They can't
and Higgins back too now.
They can't stop a nosebleed, but damn, the Chargers are actually first in defense. Can you guys believe that? They're first in points.
Yep.
6th in yards. But then you look at the Bengals, the only thing they do well is throw the ball.
It's throw. Mm-hmm. They can't run.
And I'll take more of that to Jamar Chase, please.
Run. They can't stop the pass. They can't rush the passer. It's really Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow.
That's it.
Is that enough?
I don't think so. I'm taking Chargers.
I think the Chargers.
Yep.
Bengals recently they beat the Giants, Browns, lost to the Eagles, bad. Beat the Raiders, good. Barely lost to the Ravens last week. Chargers have won 4 out of 5, are starting to look good. Yeah, I'll go Chargers with you guys.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay. Game of the week.
Yep.
Chiefs, Bills. All right. I'm excited for this one. Like, legit, I'm excited to watch Packers Bears, but I wish this was a night game. Bills are favored by 2. 9-0 Chiefs. Probably one of the most mediocre looking 9-0 teams you've ever seen. Pacheco's still out. They're going to be running Kareem Hunt. They're going to be throwing to DeAndre Hopkins and Travis Kelce. And the Bills, Ken Coleman is out and Kincaid is out. Amari Cooper is questionable. Matt Milano is out. So they're down some key pieces.
Shakir, yeah.
They're going to still have Shakir, yeah. They need Cooper, I think. I traded for him too, so, you know. Rob, what do you think?
All right.
I know, right? You want the line? Yeah, I can give you all that. The Bills are favored by 2. Money line. So on Twitter, it said 60% Bills. The money, though, is pretty much the opposite way. It's about 60%. 59% of the bets are on the Chiefs, but 62% of the money is on the Chiefs.
Man, my heart and everything in my soul wants me to take the Bills, but I have one simple rule of thumb, and that's to never bet on Patrick Mahomes as an underdog, no matter where he's at. insert how many Super Bowls and playoff wins and stuff. So I hate it, but Chiefs.
Okay. No, I get you, Rob. I mean, until someone proves they're the best, they can beat them. They're the best out there.
I want that to be wrong so bad.
Oh yeah, no, I get you. And
bet against Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna take the Bills too, and this is the only reason I'm taking the Bills. They will not go undefeated. They're gonna have to lose, and it's gonna be on the road. Somewhere. Yeah. And Buffalo's a team that can do it. So if they're gonna do it, that would be the team. That's the only reason.
I just don't think the Chiefs are winning the Super Bowl this year. The only thing that concerns me is the Bills' pass D is a little suspect, but they're actually top 10 in EPA in every other category. And statistically, the Bills are 18th in pass D, 15th in rush D, which isn't great, but they're 9th overall. And the Chiefs are 5th, so they're really close. But the Bills are averaging about 5 more points on offense. So I'm hoping, my hope is they're a little bit better at running the ball. They're about the same passing. My hope is Josh Allen can figure this out. He's got to want to beat Mahomes badly.
How's the weather in Buffalo? What's the weather going to be like in Buffalo?
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a factor. The wind or, something.
Sunday, 53 degrees.
Yeah.
Only 6 mile per hour winds, 3% chance of rain, just slightly cloudy. That's it.
Dang.
Great weather.
Are you going Bills?
My favorite's Mahomes, actually. Damn it.
What are you going?
I'm still going Bills.
You're still going Bills?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to take the Chiefs.
I knew you were gonna. You were looking for a reason. You're like, wait, what's the weather? And what's that? And you were like, I knew it. Bill was like, Rob, what do you think?
I remember just like the Super Bowl when they played the Eagles. Everything in my soul, and it was like, dude, you have to take the Eagles. You have to take the Eagles. The Eagles, and the Eagles played them really, really well in that game. They both had really good games. But I said, I'm sticking to my bet. Don't bet, on Patrick. I don't remember who's the underdog, but don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. And I put some money on the Chiefs, and they ended up barely squeaking it away, but they won. So I hate the Chiefs. I don't want to take the Chiefs, but even more than that, it's going to be the Chiefs that are going to end up somehow winning. I really hope it's not, but
yeah. Well, that's all of them.
I hope not too. Okay, Bill, did you have anything else? Oh,
do you want me to review them real quick or what?
Yeah, let's review them and let's do our quick power rankings, and then Rob, tell everybody where to find your show. We'll do that. We'll do that at the end. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's do a quick review.
Okay. So we all got the Packers, right?
Yeah.
We're all taking the Lions.
Yes.
We all took Miami.
Yes.
Yep.
We split on the Rams, New England. I'm taking the Rams, New England. You guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do we all take the Saints against the Browns?
I think I took the.
You took the Browns. Okay, yeah. You took the Browns. Okay. All right. Baltimore, Isaac, and then Pittsburgh. I took. What did you get on that one, Rob?
Steelers.
Steelers too. Okay. We're all taking the Vikings at Tennessee.
Yes.
Okay. And then we split the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons.
Wait, the Vikings. Yeah. Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings. And then the Falcons. And then you guys are taking the Broncos.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're all taking the Niners against Seattle.
Yep.
Okay. And then we split the KC Buffalo. I'm going to take KC. Isaac, you got Buffalo, and Rob, you got KC with me.
A few times here. I see myself on an island.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes
I hope your island's right.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care. My island or your island, we both win. So let's get it.
Yeah. We all went Chargers, right?
We all went Chargers.
We all went Texans.
All went Texans, and all went Colts. So yeah, we differ.
Yep.
So we only differ.
You went with Aaron Rodgers and his crap. I love it. My wife's gonna be so happy she hates him.
I don't
blame her. He's annoying.
He won us a Super Bowl, so he got away with it. It was good for about a decade, and then the last 3-4 years, it got a little old.
Yes.
Especially when you stop, doing anything in the playoffs, and then you're having to put up with that crap every year. You're like,
Yeah.
you're not really doing anything when it matters, bud. And you've got a pretty good team.
Yeah. I mean, you got a little dramatic there at the end, and I mean, whatever. There were some heartbreaking losses in 2014. One we got routed by the Falcons.
Yeah.
Just because I put it in my banner I made today, we should do a quick power rankings. Let's do our top 5 quick. We're an hour and a half, a little longer than I wanted, but we're having a blast. Okay. And Rob, thank you again for hopping on short notice. So let's do this. Let's do an opposite order. Let's go from 5 up, and then if you have any last fantasy advice, and then we'll close the show. So that's what everybody can expect for the last few minutes here. All right, we're going to go 5 on up to 1. Who is your 5th? If that's difficult, if you guys want to do it the other way, it's fine. But who would be your 5th best team in the NFL?
All right, 1 second. Let me think here. Give me a sec.
I got 5 if you want it.
You want to start? Go. You got it.
Well, actually, wait. Hold on. I did make it on. I made a power ranking video earlier this week. Mine was. Ooh, where is it? There we go. All right, my number 5 team is the. No, I didn't put it up this week. Darn it! I made the thing. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put. Should I put the Packers up there?
Okay.
Yeah, no, probably not. I mean, they're close. I'll be fair.
Okay.
It's probably it's actually kind of tough. There's a few teams there. Like you got the 49ers, the Commanders are close, but not quite. The Texans are close. They get an honorable mention. The Steelers are close, but they're not up there for me. You know what?
We can't go 6 places.
I actually think we'd have a chance to beat them, but I'll go ahead and go with the Buffalo Bills.
For your number 5?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Rob, what about you?
It's tough to go backwards. Like I said, if you guys want to just go 1 down, we could. It's fine.
I'm writing these down. I want to know these. So you go number 5, Buffalo. Rob, what's your number 5?
I think I might go with the Steelers.
That's me and you were thinking the same, dude.
I like them.
Yep.
I had them a notch below.
I was either same with you, Rob, either Pittsburgh, but I also thought maybe Minnesota in there as well.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, argue for one or the other. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Steelers for both of you guys. Okay. Number 4. I'm gonna go ahead and do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and go Philadelphia Eagles here. I think that they're the second best team in the NFC.
Ding, ding, ding. Same.
Okay.
Yep.
Mark it across the board. Yeah.
Okay.
I worry about Jalen Hurts and that D, but they're starting to come together. If Hurts can figure it out, I still don't trust the coach in the playoffs, but Saquon Barkley is lifting that team up, and it's fun to watch. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and go Baltimore Ravens. I love them. I think they have a chance, but that pass D is a question mark. But that offense is not. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson are real.
All right, you got Baltimore. Okay. Rob, what do you got?
Yeah, that'd be ditto. Yep.
I differed with you guys. I went Buffalo.
Okay. My number 2 is the Chiefs. I got the Lions 1. I think the Lions are the only team I can say that would beat the Chiefs. The most of their players are healthy. Now, I worry a little bit with the way they played against the Texans, but they still came back. And meanwhile, the Chiefs almost lost the Broncos. So, yeah.
So you got Chiefs at number 2?
I got Chiefs at 2 and Lions at 1.
Okay. I flip-flopped. I still keeping the Chiefs until someone knocks them out. I'm keeping them there.
Wait. So the Ravens didn't make your top 5, huh?
Ravens did not. No, they were number 6.
Wow. All right.
Yep.
This week. All right. Rob, what do you got?
Yeah, same as you. It was
Chiefs, Lions?
Yeah, Lions. I still think Lions are the best team, even though they got 1 loss.
I'm hoping somebody can knock these Chiefs off, and I don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl, but if they do, I think the Lions, top to bottom, are the best. And if Goff can't win a Super Bowl with this team, he's never winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He better freaking win with this team.
Yeah.
Any last-second fantasy advice? Bill, is in our eliminator, still freaking alive.
Still going, man.
Ed is out. Med is out. My dad is out. Bill's alive.
Here's what I started when I drafted my first 2 picks. I went wide receiver. I got Amon St. Brown right off the bat, and then I got the receiver St. Brown, and then I got Derrick Henry. That was round 1 and 2 because I had the 11th pick.
You picked up St. Brown in the waivers.
That's right. I bet in who did I pick?
$100 budget, Rob, and he put 70
That's
bucks
right.
on St. Brown. It was 100, and it panned out because he's still alive.
I'm still alive. It was a gamble. So now I have my receivers are St. Brown and Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins. My running backs are I have Derrick Henry, of course, Aaron Jones,
Killer team.
And my 2 quarterbacks are Goff and Darnold. My tight end, Kelsey. So, I mean, I got a pretty well-rounded team. So,
yes, he does.
Hopefully it keeps plugging away. So,
how's your season going for fantasy, Rob? How are you doing?
Uh-oh. Technical.
Let me just check here. 6-4.
I almost plugged the Ethernet.
That one's got 8. That one, both have Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Nice.
They're on bye this week. Achan, Kenneth Walker, Jamar Chase, who just absolutely stole last week for me by a mile. Thank you for the 54 points and half PPR. Terry McLaurin.
Nice.
Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
Slightly better than kind of what he's been doing the last couple of years, but not by much. Shakir, Lad McConkey, Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver. He's starting to pick up a little bit of steam. They did pick up the Rams defense against New England, so I'm hoping they don't play quite as well, even though I just took them to win that one. But Chris Boswell for the Pittsburgh kicker, he's at least in ESPN in my league, he's ranked number 2, so he's been pretty solid.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's
a good team.
I got Dowdle. You know, he's a starter for Dallas, but Dallas stinks. You know, especially now without Dak. And arguably they stunk before. I got Dobbs on my bench. Ford. Bears defense, but anybody best know I'm not playing the Bears when they're playing the Packers defense. So that's that league, and then the other league is again Kyler.
I just taunted my uncle because I have Saquon.
Oh, nice.
It's a pretty good team, Rob.
Yeah,
he's been
that's
good.
good.
He's been good.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then the other one too, quick in the other league, CeeDee Lamb, but that hasn't really panned out too well this year. Drake London, This one is the one I'm starting Russell Wilson, but again, I have Kyler. Joe Mixon has been absolute steal for me. I think I got him 3rd or 4th in my league. I don't know, whatever. He's been the best. Brian Robertson Jr., when he's been healthy for the Commanders, he's been good. Brock Bowers. I think I got him with literally my last pick. So that's been absolutely amazing for that steal. DeAndre Swift has been pretty solid.
Yeah. I have him too in one of mine.
Yeah, and then Cedric Tillman, one of the Browns wide receiver after they traded Amari Cooper, he's been getting 10 plus targets the last 3 games?
I know,
or whatever it's been amazing.
Yeah. Who's the other receiver? Is it Judy? He's been Tillman's actually been better.
Yeah. So I have him starting, this week. So my other options aren't good though. So
I'm 4-6 in my work league, but my dynasty I'll hit in a second. It's 5-5, but it's massive changes. My best team is 7-3. I'm playing my uncle, and I'm projected to win by 25. So hopefully I pull it off. But I have this team is stacked. I love it. It's like Bills and I think you're like this. So it's a full PPR double flex. I've got Burrow, Barkley, Kamara, DK Metcalf. I goofed and started Noah Brown. I meant to take him out. I forgot. But I have T. Higgins, Jaden Reed, Marvin Harrison Jr., Nick Chubb, Bo Nix is on my bench. I have Komet, Steelers, Deke, Jasecki, and Hunter Henry starting right now. So I've got Higgins and Reed as my flexes. And when Harrison's healthy, I can throw him or Metcalf in at receiver with Kamara and Barkley. I think that's a Super Bowl contender. My work league's 4 and 6. My other league, it really comes down to if Jaden Daniels gets healthy, because I have Saquon over there too. And I have Jaden Daniels, and I'm 6 and 4. Maybe I might get to 7 and 4 this week. But here's my question marks. Can Daniels get healthy? I have Bijan Robinson, so I'm gonna have to get another quarterback for. I've got Russ on my bench, but I may have to get another one for depth. But I have Barkley and Bijan Robinson. I went and spent all my money on those guys. Marvin Harrison Jr. is my top receiver. Hopefully, he can have a good stretch run. I have Jordan Addison, who's been a question mark, so I need that second receiver to be good. But I have Aaron Jones in my flex and Hawkinson, so I have too many Vikings. But Jones and Hawkinson have been good. I have the Packers D this week and McManus, and I have Bucky Irving and Tracy Jr. on my bench. So I may flip a running back for a receiver because I've got 5 starting running backs. It's like my dynasty. My dynasty team now, I went out and did all those trades, and effectively now I had 2 top 5 quarterbacks in Hurts and Baker, but now I've got Hurts. I like you, Rob. I still have Swift. I have Stevenson. I flipped Tyreek Hill, but I still have AJ Brown and Cortland Sutton. I have Hawkinson, and in my flex spots, I can start Audric Estime, Nick Chubb, or I've got a Donnie Mitchell as well. Like I said, I've got Estime. My only question mark is Stafford's my only backup QB, kind of sucks. But I picked up Mike Williams so I could throw him into a double flex spot. That team was 0-5, and now it's 5-5 in Dynasty. And I'm stacked with picks, so I could make one more move this weekend, but I like it. I've got Judy on the bench. And then it's an IDP, so I actually have Nixon starting this week, but Winfield's my DB, Fred Warner, and I've got Dexter Lawrence. So it's not a bad team. I traded some depth right now for picks, but I'm sorry, I lied. I've got Devon Kane. So I have Stevenson, a Kane, and Swift. So one of those guys,
nice, Jason.
Flex, it's not bad. So yeah,
you guys, let me go through this, and you guys tell me what you think. I think I set it up right, but here's my team. Okay, I'll start with the quarterbacks. I have Golf against Jacksonville or Darnold against Tennessee. I'm thinking Golf.
I think Darnold.
Darnold over Golf against Jacksonville? Okay.
Here's the reason why. I think the Vikings are going to throw it more. What do you think, Rob?
What do you think? Yeah.
Vikings, Tennessee, Lions.
I got to look at the Lions. What are they actually in passing? Like, yes, they're a great team. In passing yards, they're only 13th.
Okay.
And their Jag D sucks. It's 30th. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the Vikings for you.
Right.
Vikings. Oh, actually, that's a lie. The Titans pass D is first.
Oh.
Jared Goff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
At home, too.
About that.
Right. Okay. And then here's my running backs. Of course, I got the King, Derrick Henry, Jamari Gibbs, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, Dowdle, whatever the Cowboy. I don't know how you say that.
Rico Dowdle.
Dowdle.
Yeah. So I'm starting Henry and Gibbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
And then I have a flex of Eckler. Should I go Eckler or Aaron Jones?
You already started Eckler.
He already played.
Oh yeah, you're right. He got me 17. So he's good.
It's a good move. Yeah. Good job, Bill. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Woohoo! Here's my receivers. I got St. Brown and Cooper Kupp. On the bench is Jordan Addison. So those guys are going to be my starters. Kelsey's my tight end.
The problem with Addison is he's so up and down. That's why I went.
And Higgins, T. Higgins. I got him on he's my flex.
If I could bench Addison, I probably would for this tough matchup.
Yeah.
But watch, he'll probably go have a touchdown. He's
good. Addison's on the bench.
On the bench.
And then I have the Minnesota defense or Baltimore's defense this week.
Aaron Jones is questionable, so watch that.
Okay. Which defense?
Defense. Say it one more time.
Which one was it?
Minnesota at Tennessee or the Pittsburgh-Baltimore?
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
yeah, Minnesota. Will Levis show.
Minnesota.
You start anybody against Will
Minnesota.
Levis.
Yeah. Okay.
Just know you're going to score points.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm set this week, guys. Thank you.
Rob, thank you for your kind words
Yes.
earlier too. I've worked my tail off, and that's one of the reasons I love bringing you on. Is you do a great job, dude. So thank you.
Yeah, dude. Of course, man. And
Appreciate it,
you
man.
know,
I've
you
been
know,
trying.
the
Twitter's rough, man. Some days I'm like, dang it, why won't nothing work? But it's fun. I enjoy it. So, all right. Did you guys have anything else? If not, I'm ready to go watch these fights.
Yep.
Bill,
Thanks
Rob,
for
anything else? All
no.
right.
Just
No, sorry, Bill. Go ahead. You're good.
I was just gonna say thanks again, Rob, for joining us. It's always a pleasure, and let's get some string, couple 4 or 5 wins in a row here, and get a solid playoff position. So,
Would it be sweet to win one week, Bill, and shock and be like, okay, we won a week.
dude, just
One
one.
week.
I
Just
hope
one.
so. I hope this is the week for you guys.
He won 2 weeks last season. Jason, you're fine. He
Yeah.
says in Sleeper Leagues he's doing horrible. Millie, I want to get you on. I will do a show later to get you on one time. Jason's top 5, really quick. Chiefs,
Okay.
Lions, Ravens, Eagles, Packers. I like it.
Mm.
Chris, thank you for watching. All the people
Yes.
in the beginning, you guys rock. Rob, really quick, plug your show and
Yep.
Wolf Sports. Before you do, really quick, go check out Wolf Sports on Twitter. He
Mhm.
puts out really cool spaces. He's been getting some big guests on like tonight.
Nice.
So go check him out.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a good time when I'm in there and I'm listening to you guys talk about
Yusuf called me
anything.
just now. I call him back. I answered the phone. It was him calling me.
Oh yeah. He it seems like it's a really good space, but yeah, Sounds Gouda. You can find us there on Twitter or on YouTube. All things Packers. I do have another co-host. His name is Jordan. That's my best friend. He's a good dude. If you like me,
You
you'll
wanna
like
bring
him
him on
even better.
once. That'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
He's-
Packer panel show. That'd be fun.
he-
Jason would like to come on too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, he's pretty strapped with the little kid right now, and with his wife. So he's got some family commitments that they're pretty strict on. But absolutely, if he ever gave us a go on that, then for sure I'd love to have him on with you guys. But yeah, that's
Cool.
where you'll find us. We have new episodes every Wednesday, every Saturday too. So if you guys know a Packer friend or two, send them our way for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, hang out after for 2 minutes. I'll give you some. I got some other contacts for you. Bill, you have social media.
I know,
love
right?
It's fun for me. I don't think you use the Twitter though. I've been tagging you.
I need to. I still need lessons. I'm still learning all this stuff, man.
We're going to a Stars game together on Monday. Me and Bill
Yep.
are. I'm really excited. We're going to
Nice.
a hockey game.
Yeah.
We won
Awesome.
tickets. Yeah.
Should be fun.
Hey, Justin, what's up?
Oh,
We gotta get you back on, dude. Yeah, this was fun, man. Thank you, dude. Hopefully your fantasy goes well too. Hopefully everybody's fantasy goes well. All right, so here's what we got coming up. I can't even remember the guest. I'm sorry. It's been a long week. Me and Matt are doing a show Tuesday with
Yep.
somebody.
Someone.
TBD.
Somebody really good.
TBD.
Yeah.
Special
I can't
guest.
remember what we're supposed to
Yes.
do. We've changed up our stuff. So, anyways, we renamed that show to Cheesy Bear. But
I saw that.
next
Yep.
week we won't be here Friday. I'm flying out.
Yeah.
But I might have a surprise show for you guys on Sunday next week, possibly with Bill if I can talk him into it, and Med.
Yeah.
Maybe and my dad, the 4 of us, possibly. My
Yeah.
uncles who actually will probably be at his house. So I'm gonna try to pull that off on Sunday. I'll let you guys know. But I will
Yeah.
be on vacation for a week for Thanksgiving. So anyways, thank you to everybody for watching. Please go like and subscribe. We
Yes.
got a new logo out, and let's make this 11 in a row. That's all I care about. Let's
There you
just
go.
If the Bears win, it's going to be miserable. So no,
Yes.
don't
Oh,
do it. Bears
no.
fans, sorry, you don't get to win this one.
No.
You guys suck. You suck.
No. Yeah.
No. All right, but anyways, this is fun football. I will see you guys not next Friday, but I'll see you on Tuesday on Cheesy Bear. And go check out. We're on everything: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I've been posting videos on there. I've got a new one I just put up a couple hours ago. So see you guys soon. And Rob, I'll see you in a second.
Okay. See you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Actually, Bill, I think you have to end it because it won't let me.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I do. I got the power
What?
now.
It's letting me leave. Dang.